Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to solve this Leetcode question which is bag of tokens and it's a medium question and in this question let's go through the problem statement right now. So it's a no it's a difficult problem statement to understand, but I'll try to make it as easy as possible. I have drawn this conclusion by reading this problem statement so that it will be easy for us to understand. So let's go through the problem statement once. Basically, you start with an initial power of power and an initial score of 0. So basically, we'll at the beginning we will have a power of power and an initial score of 0, and we'll be having a bag of tokens given as an integer array tokens. So we'll be given an array of tokens, and where each token I denotes the value of token. So he's just saying that we're having an array of tokens, and your goal is to maximize the total score by strategically playing these tokens. So we just need to play these tokens carefully, and in one move you can play an unplayed token in one of the two ways, but not both for the same token. So we basically have two ways to play a token. Suppose let's say we have these tokens. We have For every token, suppose for 200, we have two ways to play it. And for 100, we have two ways to play it. It got two ways and it got two ways. But in order to play these two ways, we will have some conditions. The first way is face up and the second way is face down. Right? Now, in order to play face up, your current power should be at least its value should be at least of tokens of I, or it should be more than this, right? Suppose I'll explain you clearly what it means here, and you may play token losing losing tokens of I power and gaining one score. And face down means if your current score is at least one, okay, you can only play this token when if your current score is at least one, and you may play this token gaining tokens of I power and losing one score. And at the end, we just need to return the maximum possible score we can achieve after playing any number of tokens. We can either play one or two or n tokens, and we just need to return the maximum possible score that we can achieve. So, by reading this problem statement, it's difficult to understand, but let's try to understand with this. Suppose we are given a array of tokens. Basically, let's say this is the array. We're basically given the array of tokens and we have some power initially, right? So for every token, let's say this token, this is also a token, this is also a token, this is also a token. For every token, we have two options, which is face up or face down. There is nothing to do with these names. They just gave it as representation, some sort of thing. I don't know about that. Let's say we can also say that A or B. In order to play token as A, we need to have our power. Uh, we have to have a power which is greater than or equals to the value of the token, right? When we are playing in this way, then our power gets reduced by token value, and our score gets increased by 1, right? Now, if you want to play this token as B instead of A, like if you want to play this token as face down, you have to have a minimum score of 1. Minimum score of 1 means score should be greater than or equals to 1. Then what will happen is your power gets increased by the token value, this token value, and your score gets reduced by 1. So I hope you got some clarity after seeing this diagram. So if you go through the examples, then you'll get a clear idea. Let's say we took this example. Suppose we have only one token, 100, and and initially we have a power of 50. So we need to play these tokens in order to get maximum score. Initially our score is 0. Oh, I wrote this here. Initially our power is 50 and our score is 0, and the initial token is 100. So I want to play this token as A, right? if I want to play the token as A, I need my power to be greater than or equals to token, right? My power is only 50, but my token value is 100. Since this condition is not true, we cannot play this token as A, right? So then we'll try to play this token as B. So for that we need to have a score of at least 1. But our score is 0, right? We cannot play this as B as well, right? Then what's the maximum score after playing all the tokens? We don't have no more tokens, right? So we cannot play any other token. And we cannot play this token as well. So our score will remain 0, right? So this is the output. So let's take another example and try to understand this. So let's try to understand this example. So initially my power is 150 and my score is 0 and my initial token is 200. So I can play this token in two ways, either A or B, right? If I want to play my token as A, if I want to play my token as A, my power should be greater than or equals to token value. My power should be greater than or equals to token value. It is not, right. My power is less than token, so I cannot play this way. So now I'll try to play this as B. If I want to play this as B, my score should be greater than or equals to 1. But my score is 0. It is not greater than or equals to 1. So I cannot play this token at all. So I'll go to another token. So now my token becomes 100, right? Now I want to play this. Oh, I'm sorry. Now I want to play this as A. If I want to play this as A, my power should be greater than or equals to 100, right? And my power is greater than 100. So I can play this as A. When I play this as A, what will happen? My power gets reduced by token value. So my power will become 150 minus 100. So my power will become 50 and my score will increase by 1. My score will become 1. Look at this. My score will increase by 1, right? So I can play this as A. But can I also play this as B? I cannot. I can only play A as either A or B. Look at this. Cannot do both for the same token, right? So since I played it as A, I cannot do it as B. So so what's my maximum score in this situation? My score is 1, right? So this is our answer. So let's look at this example in order to get a even more clear idea of how this works. So basically, initially we'll be playing, we'll try to play this token. Our power is greater than token, right? So I can play this. I can play this. Then I'll try to play this, but my power will become 200 minus 100. My power will become 100, right? After I played this token. When I came to this token, my power is only 100, but I want 200, so I cannot play it as A. And my score is 1, right? When I played this token, my score gets increased by 1. So can I play it as B? I can play it as B. So when I play it as B, my power gets increased by the token value. Already my power is 100. 100 plus 200 is 300. And my score gets reduced by 1 when I increase my power, right? So my score will become 0. Then I'll go to this token, and this token has a value of 300. So if I want to play this as A, I need to have a power of 300. Yes, I have a power of 300. So I will play this as A. So my power will become 0 and my score will become 1, right? Then I'll go to this token. Now can I play this as A? I cannot because my power is less than the value, right? So can I play it as B? I can because my score is 1. So when I play it as B, my power will become 400, but my score will become score minus 1, which is 0. So if I do in this way, my maximum score is 1, right? But we can also do it in another way, which is given by the Leetcode question framer, I guess. Now, if you look at this token, initially we'll try to take this token. So then our score will increase by 1 and our power will reduce by 100, right? So our power will power will be 100 because 200 minus 100 will be 100. So now I'll let you go here and I'll pick this because when I'm playing this B, I'm adding the power, right? So when I'm trying to add the power, I'll try to add the maximum power. You know what I mean? And when I'm reducing my power, we're basically doing two things. We're reducing power and increasing score. Here, we're increasing power and reducing score, right? Here, we're reducing power and increasing score. And here, we are increasing power and reducing score. So, what we're gonna do is when we are increasing the power, we're gonna do it with the maximum token value. When the token value is maximum, we'll try to increase the power. When the token value is smaller, then we'll decrease the power and increase the score. So how we can do it means we can sort the array, right? We can sort the array. When we sort the array, the left values the array will be in ascending order, right? So the left values will be smaller and my right values will be larger, right? Now I'll check if my, let's say this pointer is I, let's say this pointer is j. Now I'll check if I can pick this token, whether I can play this token as A or not. If I'm able to play as A, my score will increase, right? So initially my score is 0. Initially my score is 0 and my power is 200. So I'll try to play this token to increase my power. To increase my power, what should I do? I should play it as A. In order to play it as A, I need to have my power greater than or equal to token. My power is greater than token, right? So now my power will reduce by the token value. So my power becomes 100 and my score becomes 1, right? Now I'll come here. This will be my I. This will not be my I anymore. Now I'll try to play this as A to increase my score. I need to maximize my score, right? So I'll try to play it as A, but I cannot because my token value is greater than my power. But my power should be greater than the token value in order to play this as A. So I cannot play this as A, right? So I need to increase my power in order to play this token. So how can I increase that? I'll try to increase it with the maximum value with the J pointer. So now I'll go to the J pointer and I'll play it as B. In order to play it as B, I need to have a score of at least 1. So I have a score of 1, right? So I can play it as B. So when I play it as B, my power gets increased by the token value. So my power will become the token 100 plus the token value, which is 400, which is 100 plus 400 is 500. But my score will get reduced by 1. So my score will become 0, right? Now I'll again come back to I to increase my token value. I'm sorry, the score, right? Now I'll try to play this as A. I can, right? Because my power is greater than 200. So, so my power will become 300 because I'm reducing 500 with 200 and my score will become 1. 0 plus 1, 1, right? Then I'll move my I point. Oh, when I played this, I need to go back. I forgot that. I need to go back. My J will be here and my I will also come here, right? So I'll try to play this as A in order to increase my score, right? So I have a power of 300 and I have a value of 300 as well. So I can play this as A. So my score will become 2 and my power will become 0. 300 minus 300, 0. So here my I will cross the J. So at this point we'll stop. So what's a what's the idea behind this is that we'll always try to increase our score because we need to return the maximum score, right? We need to return the maximum score. So we always try to increase our score. So in order to increase our score, we need to play it as A. In order to play it as A, we need to have a power greater than or equal to token. So what if we ran out of our power? So then we go to B in order to increase our power. But there is no point in increasing our power, you know, of with the token values which are very less, right? So we try to go to the maximum token values and try to add that into our power, right? So that we can pick more tokens and increase our score. So so we're basically what we're doing is when we always try to play it as one. Basically what we're doing is we always try to play face up, which is A, which is A to increase our score. Now, but when our power is less, then we play face down, which is B. Uh, how are we playing B? Always taking the maximum token value, right? For this, we always try to take minimum token value, right? So this is the main idea of this question, guys. So so it's already 17 minutes. So shall I tell another example, or shall we directly dive into the code? Okay, I'll explain you with another example, so it will be my last example. So let's look at this example, guys. Initially my score is 0 and my power is 2000, right? So I'll come to the sorry guys, let's look at this example. The initial token value is 100 and my power is 2000, right? So uh, this token value is 100, right? So I will always try to play it as face up, right? To increase my score. So I'll try to play it as face up. So my power is greater than the token value. So my power will become 1900. My score will become 1, right? Then I'll come to this token. I will always try to play it as A, right? So since my power is 1900, this is 1900. So since my power is greater than the token value, I can play it as, so my power will become 1700 and my score will become 2. Then I'll come here and I will always and I'll again do the same. My power will become 1400 and my score will become 3, right? Then I'll come to this and I'll do the same. Power will become 1000. My score will become 4, right? In this example, our maximum score is 4, right? Let's take another example. So let's look at this example. My initial token value is 100 and my initial power is 50 and my initial score is 0, right? So I'll place a pointer here and I'll place a pointer here. So I'll try to play it as A. Can I play it as A? I cannot, right? Because my power is less than my token value. So what I'll do is I'll go to the maximum value and I'll try to increase my power. But to increase my power, my score should be at least 1. But my score is also 0. So I cannot increase my score. I cannot increase my power. So my answer is 0. I cannot do both, right? So I need to return 0. So this is another example. So let's take another example. So let's look at this example in order to get a clear idea. This is score equals to 0. Score equals to 0. Now let's try to solve this. Now I'll come here. I'll try to play it as A, right? So I can play it as A because my power is greater than or equals to my token value, right? So now my power will become 0 and my score will become 1. Now my pointer will come here, right? My pointer will come here. Now I'll try to play it as A, but I cannot because my power is less than the value. So now I'll try. I need to increase my power in order to play this. In order to increase my score, right? So if I try to increase my power as this 200, I can only play this, right? I cannot play. I'm sorry. If I increase my power with 200, let's do that in order to identify what's going on, what I'm talking about. So I cannot play it as A, so I'll try to play it as B. So my power will become 200 and my score will reduce, right? So my score will become 0. Then I'll come here. Now, can I play it? I cannot, right? I can, now I also, I'm sorry, I'm saying that I cannot play it as A, right? Because my power is less than 300. Now, there's no option. I need to play it as B again. So if I play it as B, then my power will become 500 and my score will become, oh, we also cannot play it as B, right? Can we? We cannot play it as B because our score should be greater than or equals to 1 in order to play it as B as well. So our maximum score is 1. So in this way, we get a score of 1, right? But what if we do another thing? Something like when I'm picking the power, I'll try to maximize it as much as possible. So initially for the first token, I'll play this as A. Then my token value will become sorry, the power will become 0 and my score will become 1. Now I'll come here, right? I'll come here and I'll try to play it as A, but I cannot, right? So I need to increase my power. For that, I'll have a variable which is J here, which points to the maximum power that I can get, which points to the end of the array. So what I'll do is I'll try to increase my power. Now, in order to increase my power, I need to have a score of at least 1, right? So I have a score of 1. So I'll increase my power with this value. So this will become 500, but my score will reduce by 1. It will become 0. So I need to move this, right? So this will come here. J. Oh, this is 300, by the way. Now I'll again come here and I'll try to increase my score, right? So I can play this as A because my power is greater than 200. So my power will become 300 and my score will become 1, right? Then I'll increment my I will also come here and my J is also here. So can I play it as A? I can, right? Because my power is greater than or equals to this value. So my power will become 0 and my score will become 2, right? So then my I will come here. When my I crosses the J, I'll just stop. So here my maximum score is 2. So I hope you guys got a clear idea of how this works. So let's try to solve it. Initially, I'll take a score of 0 and I have been given initially I'll have a I pointer which points to the 0th index and a J pointer which points to the last index which is token minus 1, right? So my loop runs from I less than or equal to J, right? Now I will always try to play it as A, right? As I have already said. So what is A? This one, right? So you need to have this always runs until I can pick. I explained you this example, right? When I have power 2000, this when we are having enough power, we just keep on doing the same thing because we are increasing our score, right? So that's why I'm using while I less than or equals to j, and my token of I should be less than or equals to my power, right? My power should be greater than the token value. Then my power will get reduced by token of I, and my score will be increased by 1, and my I will get incremented, right? So after this, I will try to play it as B. But before playing B, if my score is G, if my score is less than 1, I cannot play anything, right? I'm not able to play this thing. I cannot also play B. So I'll just return my, oh, I just need to keep track of the maximum score. Maximum score equals to 0. When I'm increasing my score, I'll just keep track of the maximum score. Max dot max of 4 comma max score. So I'll just return here the max score. So after this, what I'll do is I'll play it as B, right? To play it as B, my score should be greater than or equals to 1. If it is not greater than or equals to 1, we'll return here. So at this point, the score is greater than 1, right? So I can play this. So when I play this, my power gets incremented by token of J. It's not I, token of J, because J points to the last one. And my score gets reduced by 1, right? And my J decrements. At the end, I'll just return my max score. But what's the thing that I missed is we need to sort the array in order to identify which one is the maximum token value and which one is the minimum token value. So after doing this, if you run this, okay, I'm always using token, right? I'll just, and oh, I'm just using different names at different points. Let's submit this. It's actually 12 a.m. in the morning, and we're able to solve this. Let's look at the time complexity and space complexity. So the time complexity is order of n log n for the sorting, right? We're sorting the array, right? So our maximum value is 1000. So there's no issue in sorting, right? So our time complexity is n log n for sorting, and we're again traversing the entire array. N log n plus order of n, right? And our space complexity is order of 1 since we are not using any extra space. That's it guys for this video. If you find the video helpful, just like the video guys. Thank you. It's a stop.